Hello, and welcome to the AI Million Maker Masterclass. And I'm very excited to have you here, and I hope you're as excited as I am. So, just to begin with, I would like to show you some results, like what I made in 45 days. Just one of my bank accounts. I hope you can see the numbers. If you can't, there it is, and my average client's payments. And this is also just one of the clients I worked with, and this is one of my normal, my own normal work routine. So, just to be safe, let me just show you some of the backends to this kind of stuff. So you can see here, this is, the things, like the backend that leads to this and all that. And this is also another one right here. So, you can just take a look, just see what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So there you go. There you have it. Now, if you've seen all of this and you understand basically what they are all about, whether you understand or not, well, let's now go into it. Now, the thing I'm going to be talking to you about is going to be the systems, the processes, the backend that leads to this kind of results with AI when you're using AI, and it will be through your business, not another person's business. So that's why I emphasize as much as I could that only if you have a business, only if you have an actual business that you're selling a product or a service, you're selling whether physical product, data product, physical service, or data service. Now, if you are not using AI in your business already, the truth is that you're already behind. And I don't know if you noticed, but it's very possible that the rate at which you are getting clients is getting reduced, and that's because you have not been leveraging AI in your business. So what you want to do to kind of like avoid that, to kind of get ahead of that, is to make sure that when you are, whether through your marketing, whether in your content, the content you're showing to people, whether in the things you do itself, the business itself, the running of the business itself, you want to make sure that you are using AI in one way or the other. Because in 2025, with all the new things that's coming out, the question won't be if you will adopt AI, it will be how quickly can you integrate it, because now it's race against time. There's all these new AIs, and they can all just, with just one click, a few clicks, they just kind of make all this manual stuff that we do a little bit more challenging. So like I said, this video, I'm going to be simplifying a lot of things for you in terms of AI in business, AI in marketing, and all that stuff. So now moving on to okay, I think now that we've established that, let's move on to what I am all about, rather. So my name is Saide Akubomotosho, for those of you who don't know me already, and I'm popularly known as Mav, and I'm an 8-figure CIpreneur. As you can see, AI pioneer for Nigerians and an AI in business expert and coach. I've worked with various Nigerian companies such as Arbis Nigeria, Prompt10, CreateSell, and international clients like The Rundown. So I've worked with a lot of these people doing various things for them, as long as it's AI related, actually. And I've created 23 AI-based businesses, which I'm going to be talking about if I'm chanced in this video. You can obviously, why do you create an AI-based business? And I've scaled more businesses than I can count. That's just the pure truth. And my average is 3 times ROI, which kind of compounds, in the long run when you start implementing the AI systems, the 3x ROI definitely compounds. And my secret, well, yeah, everyone believes there is some secret or something. No, some even call it grace, but I'll just say AI and God, because I can't imagine what would have happened without AI in my life, honestly. Now, let me just talk about a quick curriculum overview. So we are going to be talking about the most important AI knowledge for 2025, AI-driven customer discovery, AI WhatsApp, good mind formula, AI content moderation secrets, digital real estate truth with and without AI, the 10,000 to 1 million customer client upgrade, and the gifts that I said you will get are there before we start this, and why some things aren't working for you. So if you are ready, so I hope you are ready, and I hope you brought something at least to enjoy this session, because it's going to be so explosive. Now, I want to start, before I go on, I want to make something very clear, is that when I'm making examples, I would like for you to relate it to your business, because that is one way, when I'm dropping examples in terms of how these AI systems actually apply in real life and, how they turn to money, I would like for you to relate it to your business. And like I've said before, if you don't know already, well, I'm not going to be teaching you anything or selling you any course or product. I just want to, from the beginning to Z, just be showing you some stuff that you can get done. I want to talk about what is AI. So if you are new and you don't even know what AI is. So AI is basically a tool. Let me just say it's a tool that makes things easier. So it's here to make things easier, faster, whatever. It works 24/7, save time. Everything that is good to an human being, everything that is good, that is considered as good objectively, no matter the human being you go to, that is what AI is here for. And I would say the new definition of AI in business is not the same as the way you would define it before, because AI in business never used to be a thing. Some people just think AI is used for memes and all that, but no. So AI in business, for you to actually get what I will be saying by AI in business, I want to explain to you how I view business, so that I will be able to tailor what AI is in business for you after that. So the first thing is that business is divided into two before you can divide it. So I will say the first one is the front end of the business, and the second one will be the back end. So front end is what you show to the people that are going to pay you money, because no matter your business, no matter what you do not generate money for yourself. It's still people that will pay you the money that you want to, the profit, the revenue, whatever it is always coming from people. So whatever you show to that person that pays you money is the front end of a business, while the back end is the brainstorming, the research, everything that goes into, okay, this is what I'm going to show this person. That is the back end. So which means AI in business can actually come into both the front end and back end. So we can use AI for content, copy, etc. that is shown to those ideal people, and you can also use it for the back end, which is the brainstorming, the research, the engagement quizzes, the development of products, new products, all these sort of things. You can use AI for them also as the back end. So which means AI is not limited to just content. It's not limited to just video creation. It's not limited to any of those things. When it comes to business, every single thing that you do in business is applicable to AI. So now, for example, AI in business for the front end is probably using something like using ChatGPT or Meta AI to write captions, or to even generate content in some cases. Or while AI for the back end will be something like asking, what would be the ideal pain points of this possible customer? Or, you understand where I'm going with this. Now, for you to be able to fully understand, to have the practical knowledge of AI in business, because now everything I've said is theory. So I want to give you the practical definition, which is that, let me just pop up this so that you get what I'm saying better. So for AI in business, for you to understand, it means you have to have this world rule at the back of your mind. You have to be able to, just know this at the back of your mind, that the level of impact of AI in someone's life or in someone's business depends on the person that's using it. So if someone that doesn't know anything, or someone that isn't very well versed in a lot of the things that are relevant to what they want to use AI to do, it will be much lower. Their results will be much lower compared to someone that is better versed. So I've always used this example. If you know me at all, I've always said AI just like another tool. It's just like Facebook, just like Instagram. They are all tools. They are social media tools. AI is not social media, but it's also a tool. So use Facebook as a tool to reach out to people. Use WhatsApp as a tool to reach out to people. It's not the only tool. There are other options, but those same things, as you're using them as a tool, there are other people using them as a tool too, and they are not owing anybody money while using it. They are using it as their own source of livelihood. So there's someone making, probably millions from WhatsApp, from Facebook, while there's someone that's owing someone while also using the same Facebook, the same WhatsApp. The difference is that they are using it differently. They are using it in different ways. So this is the level of AI impact. Depends on the person that's using it, because this matters a lot. And there are three ideal ways for you to know, for you to be able to say, to be sure of what you want. So how does what you want factor in? What you want factor in is in the sense that if you want to use AI, the first thing you want to do is, what exactly do I want to use AI for? If you cannot say what exactly it is you want to use AI for, you have a lot of problems in using AI. So I'm just going to give you an example. A lot of times I get, is there, please, do you have any AI for video content creation? Do you have any AI for this? Do you have any AI for that? But then, let me just take video content creation, for example. Do you have any AI for video content creation? But the thing is that there are a lot of videos that can be used as content. There is the ones that are made that are full of stock images. There are ones that are full of AI images. There are ones that are full of just screenshots. There are ones that there are different types of videos that you can create as content. Now, if you are saying you just want an AI for video content creation, it means you are not yet you aren't very specific. So the best way to be able to know, to have AI impact your life, in my opinion, and with the way, with all the students and everything and the clients I've dealt with, is to be able to say specifically what you want. And if you don't know what you want, these are the 3 methods that I use to, narrow down what exactly it is you want to know. So the first one is you have to say no. So for example, if you don't know exactly the type of video content creation you want, you have to be able to say, okay, this is not the type of video content creation I want. So if you can't say yes to this, then you should be able to say no to a lot of other things. And you also have to be able to take action, because sometimes it is until you take action. It isn't until you take action, rather, till you start having some clarity. And having a vision is in the sense of having samples, okay, this is the type of salt, this is the type of what I want, this is the type of this type of that, also helps a lot. So if you're able to say, okay, if you're able to say this is exactly what I want, then you've solved probably 90% of the problem. Because my rule of life is that anything that is new will always seem complicated until you are able to do a combination or at least all of these 3 things. So as a beginner, if you are overwhelmed, ask yourself, out of all the things that's overwhelming you, which one should you care about? Which ones do you want enough to care about? For example, I'm a beginner in making business related videos or something like that. I'll most likely be okay. Like, okay, all these suggestions, all these tips they are giving me, which one exactly relates to me? Not that I'll be consuming everything like that, just consume everything. No. So that is how you kind of get started with AI. Just be sure, okay, what exactly do I want to use AI to do in my business? Just be very specific. And like I said, you have to be able to do a combination of these 3 or at least 2 of them. And that will be the very good foundation for my first rule of AI, which is adding clarity. So I'm going to show you something now, something that's a bit personal. A tweet that I made some years ago. No, not years, just last year. So this was when my brother passed away. So I made this tweet, and if you are following me on X already, you will already know what this tweet is all about. So basically, when my brother died, I had issues with continuing to run my business the way I used to, with full focus and everything else. And I could not find. I was just thinking, okay, how do I? Then I later found AI back then. So when I found, this was in early 2022, AI wasn't even a thing. So basically, in this period, this was when I was able to establish my basics in terms of AI content creation. Then gradually, with sleepless nights, learning, evolving, doing it for people, giving a lot of things out for free, I evolved, and I just gradually got to where I am right now. But this turning point, this changing point, as you can see, my life changed completely. It started, and I was able to do all these beautiful things just using AI, and that was what helped me. And the thing is, I've always wanted to help people. So after discovering that AI could be this helpful, okay, wow, so helping people can actually be this profitable. So this is one of the accounts that I used to document me helping people every day. So I used to help people every day, and I used to document all this stuff up to this year even. So it was something that I really had passion for. So, but until I actually, okay, every people could be this profitable, I ended up using AI, and I realized, wow, okay, so AI could get me this, and it was just short of nothing short of amazing. So this is my beginnings, and this is what got me to where I am right now. And the funniest thing is that if you're asking how did AI get me this, okay, so when I had this knowledge that I had to sell, and I had all this stuff I wanted to get out, I asked her, okay, what is the best angle to do this, to get this out to people? And they said DI sales booster. It generated this for me. I wish I can show you the chat, but Bing or Microsoft they had a little bit of issue with their servers, and they cleared all chats from the past. So I really wish I could show you. So it's generated the products for me and generated the interest for me, and it's everything since then. I've never paid, okay, help me do targeting, help me do this. I've never. This is one of the things that helps my profit, that helps my margins, that helps my distance. It's this knowledge, this little knowledge is that I take onto the big scale, and I'm able to apply it to other businesses as well. So I've never had to do any of this because all this targeting course, this thing. No. I just use AI. That's just how it works for me. Now I want to talk about, let's go to AI customer discovery and how you use AI to achieve this. So I'm going to start with the organic method. There are two types of getting customers, getting leads, just getting people that are interested in your business in general. There's organic and there's inorganic, and when you are using AI to do either of these, you can go through it the normal way, which is the way everyone else does, or you can do it my own way, which is something I know that most people don't even do this at all. So we are going to start with the organic. So in the organic, we basically use these tools. So we can use any chatbot. Organic basically means, for those that don't know, organic customer discovery means that you get customers without paying anything. That is it. Just like you have not a lot at stake. And then inorganic means you paid something. You run an ad, you pay the guy to repost your post status, you pay someone to help you. You have money at stake. Let me just put it that way. But it doesn't mean they aren't intertwined. They're actually intertwined because you are discovering the same set of people. It's just that how you are reaching them that's different. I hope you understand. So that's the difference. So now, how do you use AI for this? When you want to start using AI in your business, your journey to AI million maker right now, we start from AI customer discovery. And I'm going to show you how, whether no matter the social media, no matter whatever it is you're using, how you use AI to achieve this organically, not running ads, not doing anything. So there is an AI tool that I use for businesses that's called Sparktoro. So I've used this tool a lot. I hope you can see it clearly. It's called Sparktoro. Just go to sparktoro.com. This is the page, and I use it to get a lot of insights. Then a lot of where these people will have to comment, the hashtags they will have to use, the website they will have to target when they are mentioning when they are trying to relate to their ideal audience. I use this tool a lot. And this is the first tool that I mentioned in terms of customer discovery. Is you can see how do you get better return on investment from content, SEO, social PR. You can see that there's nothing about ads here, almost nothing. That's because it's so specified to getting customers or knowing about your audience, discovering your audience hidden than any other thing. And then when it comes to now understanding better, how does it feel like to talk to someone that's an human, or that's just my ideal audience? I use this AI to call Opinio AI when I'm doing this for businesses. So I'm going to just give you a brief overview of Opinio. I'm going to show you a video where I think I asked something from the buyer persona that I was able to create. So these are just one of the things that one of the AI tools, some of the AI tools I use in terms of customer discovery. Show you so that you see how detailed it is. And I just described my business. I just described the business I want. I hope you can see it right now. So you can see age group, adults, income level, family status, single, traveling, photography, favorite brands, all these sort of things. It's not me that typed it. I describe my business, I describe what I want, I describe everything else, and it will generate something like this for me. This is how AI works. That is how powerful it can be. So that is it about organic customer discovery. We use Meta. I use all these chatbots to get what type of interest does my ideal customer have. So you can see here, this is some interest here. So I use Meta, all these chatbots for both inorganic and organic. While those other ones, I use the Sparktoro, I use it for only organic, and Opinio, I also use it for only inorganic. So whenever you want to use these tools, like I said, if you remember in the beginning of this masterclass, I mentioned something that you have to be able to relate it to your business. So just describe your business, just have a business description. And once you get to the place, you just describe your business, you sign in like you sign in anywhere else, and you describe your business, and you'll be able to get all these sort of things. And these things here, I know people that are selling it for hundreds of thousands of naira because it's that powerful. So I also use Cloud for hidden interest. So this is Cloud. So when I want to run ads in organic, I use both Meta and Cloud and Opinio when I want to get some hidden interest. Hidden interest, it says that interest that doesn't have a lot of competition. That my competitors are not using. So you have 3 ways now. If you want to start your journey to $1 million making by 2025, you have 3 things. Just discover, and because this is the foundation to your business. Honestly, this is the foundation. If you are not able to get the type of people you are talking to correctly, you will struggle throughout your business. And I've discovered that most people don't really know how to go about this. That is why I'm starting with this right now. So the way I talk to this AI when it comes to this type of stuff, like this interest stuff and all that, is that when I'll tell, I give it a scenario. So I'm just going to give you a prompting trick now. I give it a scenario that, assuming I have an AI for business course, right? I have an AI for business course, and this AI for business course, it doesn't mean I'm going to target artificial intelligence, or I'm going to target business, or just whatever it is. I'm going to target actual businesses, like people that have interest in actual business. For example, weeks, for example, clothing, for example, sneakers, for example, footwear, accessories, whatever. You get where I'm going here. So that's what exactly I'm going to do. Not that I'm going to target AI. So that kind of scenario. Now, people that are also offering AI business services, I'm not going to be targeting something like that. It's people, someone else, maybe someone that's doing wigs that will be using wigs, someone that's using accessories, sneakers, etc. that will also be doing the same thing. So that is how this thing works. That is how the hidden interest works. That's how the customer discovery works. Whether you're rolling out, same thing applies to Sparkle. Sparkle already actually have this kind of inbuilt. Now, the potential features where I'm showing you this page right here of Perplexity is that targeting is kind of getting all the social medias are also using AI. They are using AI already to automatically identify our targeting. So we are going to get to a stage where it will be our content that will determine the kind of customers or this thing that we get. And this is very this can be very, I mean, there is TikTok ads that's just rolling in, and Meta, there are a lot of people that already prefer using their AI compared to using the traditional targeting. So you have to I'm just giving you an insight into the future. So this tool here called Perplexity is very good for research and very good for anything that's trendy. Very good for that. So when it comes to something that maybe I need something very up to date or new, I use Perplexity too. And when you combine this alone, when I do it for clients, I charge around 80 to 100k for it because it's that good and they know what they are getting. And the last person I did it for, when he called it an $100,000, like something that later ended up worth giving him a value of $100,000. I can't be looking for that screenshot right now. The WhatsApp or Meta Goldmine with AI. So I'm going to be showing you a demo of WhatsApp Meta Goldmine. I'm going to be playing a video for you, so you can see here we have autoresponders. We have WhatsApp AI bots, which is Levanta, Surai. There's a lot of WhatsApp AI bots that you can use, and this is some of them. I'm just going to give you a demo of what we call WhatsApp Goldmine. So what I'm about to show you now, my engagement by 300%, like 3 more people. I'm making 100k before, you're now making 300k. You're making 1 million before, now it's 3 million. That is what I'm about to show you did for me in terms of WhatsApp Goldmine. So WhatsApp bots at play here. So there is the autoresponder, and then there is the AI bots, which is I believe it was it Levanta or Swai at this point. Let me just play it. Okay, let's assume someone just lands in your DM, regardless of who it is. They say, okay, I am so this, and all right. So then there is a little bit of delay so that it doesn't seem automated, so that WhatsApp doesn't ban you this or think you are using something on your account. So that is one of the mistakes that people make when they are using automating their WhatsApp. They don't make it seem human. So even if WhatsApp doesn't detect, the person will detect. So there is that about that. So okay, so it's on something, whatever I want them to do, like the next step without my involvement. And after it does that, okay, it's automatic to say, all right, say this and that. And after they do this as well, it goes on and on to, okay, confirm the payment. So it will check the payment. So this is an integration. So you should check the payments, and then after, you can see that I'm not typing anything in this video. I don't know if you can see the bot, but I'm not typing anything. It's just the bot in to send what they, after we've confirmed the payment, it will send whatever it is that they got them. So this kind of stuff, when you are indisposed, when you are sick, when you are after this checking your payment, you still send a response to them. The site where you can download this autoresponder is gamedva.com. So you see the autoresponder there, and this is the one that is affiliated to my company. So this is the WhatsApp bot that can tag, mention, welcome, do all these things online. So this WhatsApp bot, it is much more a little bit more technical to use. So that is why we offer it as a service and not as a product. But these are all just examples of how WhatsApp can be turned into from just a mere message to something very powerful and strong. So this is, I hope you can see that as well. These things are what can sell without much of your involvement. So without, assuming you are getting 100 leads to watch your maybe whatever your product is, check your status or whatever, you can get them to 300 just by having all this kind of AI setup on your WhatsApp. I want to tell you something about content multiplication, which is the third thing we have on our list. I call this a secret because a lot of people don't understand what exactly it means for content to multiply. And because of that foundation I told you about earlier, that if you remember that I said it depends on the person that's using it. So someone that doesn't have this knowledge cannot use AI this way. So an example I want to give you is I'm going to give you a live showcase of what I mean by this type of content multiplication. First, a lot of people think content repurposing or multiplication means repurposing, which is, content that was posted on Twitter or X or Instagram cannot be taken to as an article, cannot be turned into a video, cannot be turned into a tweet, a LinkedIn post, a Threads post, a whatever, a Facebook post. But there is actually more ways to multiply your content apart from repurposing it for different channels. There's a much better way, because there are a lot of people that don't use more social media, or let's just say their ideal audience isn't in more than one social media. So why would they need to repurpose their content to multiply it? But there are other ways you can go about this, which is you express the same content in like 10 different ways. So that is content multiplication, and you use AI for this. And I'm going to show you. It's one of the things that we do for businesses, for example, because if you have a content that's performing really well, it means the idea, the angle, the resonance, what it resonates with in terms of the ideal audience, it's very, very, it's very, very powerful. So it means this content is working. So why not do more of it? Why not express it in different ways? So let me just show you what I mean talking about right here. So I have one of the prompts that I built, one of the mega prompts I built. So basically, here you just ask I don't know if you can, I don't want to waste our time, like I said. So I just gave it, okay, I've compiled different types of social, in my intention, my audience, my social media bio, and for the below content idea. So this is just a template of that prompt. So in this prompt, what it basically asks AI to do is to express a piece of content or an idea in this like, I think it's around 14 ways. So imagine, that means if you can do this for just 1 hour and schedule it or have it somewhere fully refined, ready to go, it means you can have 30, 20, 50 days of content from one very good one, because you won't be applying this kind of content multiplication strategy to a content that is not working well, to an offer that isn't working well, to an ad, to an whatever it is that people reacted to very well. Then you take it to something like this to multiply it, and then you get like all these various types of let me just move it so you can see it. All these various, I see the strategic list here. So it will create a strategic list out of it. There is story format, there is system breakdown, there is actionable business strategy format, there is infographic format, there is template format, there is quick tips, there, just from one idea, just from one content idea. That is how powerful this thing can be. So this is Claude, by the way, for those who don't know, this is Claude. And yeah, this is what's it called, this is one of the AIs that I use a lot. This is Claude AI. I use it a lot when it comes to the options I use in terms of prompting and all that stuff. This person is talking about turning, repurposing for different platforms, like taking from blogs to Instagram posts, or from Instagram posts to tweets to videos, whatever it is. And it's saying 70% of small businesses repurpose content to save time and increase reach. So if 70% are doing this and you are not doing it, you are not even using AI, asking AI to do it, that means like you're already part of the 30%. Just imagine that, like, there is already 70% of people that are having more reach than you, that are reaching more people than you. And this is just for repurposing for different platforms, not repurposing the same content idea in different formats. So now if we were to take this to, let's say you are behind by 70%, if we were to take this to now, okay, repurposing all of this in terms of repurposing the same content idea in different formats, that means you will be behind or ahead by 140%. Just something like that, to be at least double. Also repurpose to other platform. As a matter of fact, there are two AIs that I use give this. So there is the one that I use for video is Peach, P-E-C-H. I hope I can show Peach here. And the other one that I use is called Eddie. But let me just round up with what we're talking about, which is content mirroring. So content mirroring basically is, you see a really good content and you want something like that but for your business. So you don't have to think, you don't have to brainstorm. You already have something like a template, something to model. All you have to do is give AI this stuff for it to do for you. So this is what you are going to be doing here. And I'm going to show you a live demo of something of how this happened. I saw a story, so you can slow down the video. I saw a story and I asked, okay, I just pasted the story and I said, okay, redo this story for me, and but for my AI business content. And you can see it redid this story. So I hope you were able to read this. I pasted it in, so I hope you read it before coming here. So that is content mirroring, and that is content mirroring. So it's not every time you need to come up with content ideas. It's not every time you need to come up with offer ideas, all those sort of things. This is the power of AI. All these things, when you factor them in, when you're able to blend them together, before you know it, you are to see, are giving them what they want to have, and you are not denying them what they need to do to get what they want to have. So you are making life easier for them, and it's just a win-win for everyone. And that is why it's so much easier to get to all these targets, all these goals you have in mind using artificial intelligence. So this is the prompts, like I said before. So this is it right here. So I just developed it. It's one of the ones I use. I've had this prompt in my bag for quite some time now. So yeah, I use it to repurpose content types. Like I said, you can see how bulky, and this is another version of the content mirroring prompt. So when you have a post that did well, I just use this prompt, and there is that is what works. You know, it just generates all these type of posts that even I couldn't think of. And all these type of posts, just they get me a lot of DMs. They get a lot of DMs, a lot of interest, and they help resonate with my ideal customers and all this. They help a lot in my business as a whole. So this I also use this for others business, you know, obviously, because it has to work for me before I say, okay, let me try it for someone else. So this help it has logged me. So this is Page, the older accounts that I'm using with Page. So this is the older account, but I use it to generate shorts from full videos. So that's about Page. And then Eddie is more how do I put it? Eddie is more like a chat GPT. I wish I would be able to show you Eddie, how it works and all that. So when you want to make shorts, because I believe Eddie is still free right now. Yeah, so it's the one that I've been using. All my other accounts is still free. So you can get all different types of edits. So I believe that they have a video to just show you. So you just click on new project, then to ask you to get the video. So you upload the video. You can try out one of their demo videos. If you click one of their demo videos, let's say the Mark Zuckerberg interview, it will then, you know, see the ideas, the things you can do, call together Mark's thought on the challenges, compile a segment. You see all these things, it will do it for you. So that is the content matters a lot. And I don't know if you read the post that I made about content being more than just what you post on Instagram. It's also your offers, it's also your stories, it's also your everything. So, and when you see something that you like, that resonates with you, you can use these systems that I have right here to mirror it and get something like that, exactly like that for your business. It can be a Nike post, it can be a Dangote post, it can be something that you are sure works. Maybe your mentor, your model, you get something exactly like that, because there is no how do I put, there is no poof and disappear, but there is definitely modeling. There is reworking, innovating, redoing the things that have worked already. Digital real estate truth. Now this is probably the most emotional, let me just say the most insightful part of this whole masterclass, in the sense that if you've heard of the term digital real estate, the call is basically occupying a certain space online, but people go about it the wrong way. The whole idea of digital real estate is not a place to live, but having a digital place online where you can establish your factory, where you can establish yourself, where you can say, okay, this is me, and that factory must be in a place where the people that are around that factory, or the people that you are catering to, are actually in need of what that factory produces, because we are all creators. Well, as long as you are selling something online, you are a creator, you are creating something. So someone needs to need that stuff that you're creating, that you're selling, and you have to know which spaces, which corners, who are your neighbors, how many people know, etc. No matter what you sell, as long as whether it's a digital product, physical product, digital service, it's very important that you go about identifying your digital real estate the right way. So there are 3 ways for you to go about this stuff the right way. So there is competitive intelligence, where you leverage AI to discover and exploit market gaps and opportunities. There is AI market research, and then there is hidden interest, the hidden interest that I mentioned to you earlier. So like like other stuffs in terms of using AI, you just okay go to AI and say this is so that I want, this is so that I want. But in this case, you may need to be a little more brainy. Let me just put it like that. So let me just show you how you can use AI for both competitive intelligence and AI market research. But the first thing I want to tell you is that let's start with competitive intelligence. Competitive intelligence basically means using what you learned from your competitors to impact your own marketing structures, your own marketing campaigns, the things you do and all that. That is what competitive intelligence means. So the best way that I've come across to do this, to go about competitive intelligence, is arts. It's by studying what your competitors could afford to put their money on and lose. That is what I have learned so far about competitive intelligence. Just trust me on that. It's definitely the advertisement. As I wasn't clear earlier, intelligence means information. So information about, okay, why are they doing this? Why are they not doing this? And I'm not going to give you an insight on how to use competitive intelligence. So you use competitive intelligence in the sense that you use it to know what you do, what you present to your market, the angle you come from with your product, the angle you come to with your audience, and what you show exactly. So these are some tools. You can maybe take a screenshot of this or whatever you want to do with this. So these are some of the tools, regardless of your marketing channels, whether you're using Facebook, whether you're using TikTok, whether you're using, there are a lot of, and this 4Play is basically or a library of all this type of arts. You just input your niche and see all these things here. So by having competitive intelligence, you can identify gaps in the market. And for you to identify gaps in the market, let me just take you to a post of mine that I did. I'm going to take you to a post of mine to make more sense. So when you have the intelligence, you can use these models, and I devised it that under this post I put down prompts to put, okay, if you want to let me just give you an example. So let's say they are saying let me use number one as example. So let's say someone is selling hotel reservations. So selling hotel reservations, okay, the already existing ad or something like that is that all right, if you come to our hotel, if you reserve, if you book at our hotel, you also get this, you also get that. We are secure. There is so in our room, all these stuffs. But then, what if you now make it easier? You now say, okay, instead of you having to come or call, you just have to fill a link. You just have to, the easiest way to book a room. Just think of them something like that. The standard is, okay, our hotel is new, they are giving us this, but then you're just like, the easiest way to book a room right now. That is easier. Faster, you can put the easiest and the faster, or the get your room in 3 seconds. You understand something like that. So that will come after using your competitive intelligence. I'm just telling you this from my brain, but you can definitely use AI. This is how we use AI to leverage competitive intelligence. So first, you spy on those ads. You spy very well on those ads using these tools. Then you use those 5 models to tailor your business. Okay, which gap is it there? Which gap is there that they haven't explored yet out of these 5 models? Which gap is not popular? Which gap is not common? Which gap is the one that people are looking to have? So I think I've talked so much more on this. So this is a major way to establish data real estate, because we can find a gap that's unexplored and that people need. You can build your own life around that gap. There are a lot of people out there. If you go on Twitter, regardless of the age, regardless of what they are doing, it's just one gap. You just, how does this guy have this many followers? Because he found something that his audience play with, that they resonate with, that others aren't doing. So it's like the only option. And I think that's all about competitive intelligence. Let me just stop there so that I don't complicate things. And you can also use perplexity that I showed you earlier for competitive intelligence. You can use opinion that I showed you earlier. Like I said, anything in any of those hidden interests, you can use it to for your competitive intelligence to obtain it. And when it comes to market, product, audience research, this AI is called Lumina AI. So you can search anything here. Let me just say, let me just search Crocs. So it will show all the conversations that people are having regarding Crocs. So let me see. Yeah. So it will just give you women Crocs. So for example, now if you are targeting Crocs from women, you will say, okay, this is the latest Croc that gives style and comfort. This is AI. You can see here, it's generating this from Real Reddit. What's it called? Real Reddit trends. And you can also use opinion AI to obtain something like this. And that, my friends, that is how you master this digital real estate art. And my own, for example, just to give you an example, is AI to money. If you go out there, you probably won't see a lot of people saying AI to money, turn AI to money, all this kind of stuff. But if you can blend all these three, regardless of your niche, regardless of how there's no such thing as saturation, you can find that gap and use those models, and you are definitely in for real money. Now, moving on to my favorite part. So, before I do that, before I get to this part, you will realize that everything that I've been talking about kind of leads to this. They all kind of lead to this upgrade of, what your business is worth or what your customers is worth. So when you use the AI system to identify the premium spot, especially, you're already worth more in the eyes of your audience or the people that are going through what you have to say or what you have to do. So it's like buying a premium land before a boom, or you are the one that's making the boom even happen. Those who do it first, they win the biggest. So now this is the most important part of this, like I've said, and I'm going to be as detailed as I can. So the main thing that I do is scale businesses. You just have to be specific about the area you want to scale, but there are two ways that I go about that. So there is increasing customers, which is more people buying the products or services, or increasing revenue per customer. That is the amount each customer is paying, whether per month or whether per year or even whether one time. So you get that kind of stuff is what I do out to directly. These are the two ways you directly scale a business. And my favorite way, it actually depends, but for me, I prefer having customers worth more, because human beings are limited, but money is not limited. That's just the fact about life. But human beings are limited, even though there is a lot. There is more than enough. If you keep selling from now to 10 years, you still continuously keep getting new people, because more people are being born every day and more people are dying every day. So that's how that one works. And so there are three things here that can give your business the 10x upgrade after you've laid the foundations earlier. So there's the AI quality lead generator. So this is the foundation, the first touch point, and then the AI offer creation, which is the attraction and the closing. So let me just pop it up. So the AI quality lead generator, you can use your hidden interest to achieve this, but it will just be as part of your, when you have the part of the components you use in your lead generation. And then the AI offer creation, where you use AI to create a very compelling offer, like the ones that got you to watching this video up to this point. And then the AI personalized content creation, so which is prime marketing in my opinion, because every other tends to have just one touch point. But when it comes to content, AI personalized content creation, you can have as many touch points as possible. Touch point basically mean where you make contact with your customers, with your your prospects, your leads. That's what touch points mean. So it may be where you can be making touch points on emails, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Twitter. There are different touch points, but you have contacts here. And there's this business lesson that this guy used to say, which is that people need to be reminded more than they need to be told. So touch points are very important. That's why this is the last one after laying these foundations. So I'm just going to give you a brief overview of how you go about this. You can see I also mentioned some AIs here for creating offers. If you are not using, you can see here, this is VSL.ai. So it creates a video sales letter for your product or service. And then there is also, sorry for that, I need to check something. Okay, so and then there is also copy.ai, which is the text version of the VSL.ai. So let me show you some things here. Call this this is a system that I call the AI quality lead generator bot, and I haven't found any that actually does this. You just have to, this is a very big mega prompt that I crafted. So I have this prompt in different dimensions for different types of businesses. So you can see here, you can you can see here this quality lead generator. Once you paste it, it will do two things for you. It will give you a lead magnet, and to give you a very an highly converting short form post to promote that lead magnet, so that lead magnet, when people get it, they will want to get whatever it is you want to offer. So for those that don't know what lead magnet is, basically means something that you put outside to attract people to pay for what exactly to get something else. Let me just put it like that, to get something else. So yeah, they have to get that lead magnet first before they now say, okay, what you're offering, we are ready to get it. So in most cases, that lead magnet basically makes it easier for them to make their decision. That's the primary function of a lead magnet. It makes it easier for them to make the decision to get this stuff, to get whatever it is you are selling. So this is the quality lead generator, which is the first one. It's just a system, a 1 mega prompt system. There is questions. Once you use it, there's questions, there's answers. And then there is the The next one that I want to talk about is the offer creation. So now for the offer creation AI, so I think they changed domain. Yeah, so it's also Genius. Yeah, it's the same thing. They just create video sales letters for you, which is basically offers. I forgot to mention is freeadcopy.com, so which is also one of the ones that I use in creating offers, like as you can see here. So I believe you get 10 credits every day. So this is a very powerful tool as well. So you just have you can see the outline here. I like this one because it doesn't need me to be logging in and do all that, but you can see how it works here. In just 10 minutes I feel my stress level. You can see the type of, there's different, this is another way of creating offers with AI. And now the final one, which is one that I would say has a lot of complexities. So it's the content creation with personas. Like I said, I have a lot of systems for it. So but I'm just going to brush through it real quick. So you can see here, this is I have a lot of systems for it. Like you can see this one I used from pain. I asked you to create content ideas using the pain points angle. So the reason why I have this one is from expertise, this one is from goals of my ideal audience, this one is from this one is to generate hooks for those contents, this one is to identify their problem, like if it's a new business, like if a business requires this. So this one is ideas, topic ideas, maybe podcast, whatever it is, to just give you those ideas. So you can see these are mega system that I generated, and this is the repurposing I showed you earlier. I also have a list completion, like if you have number one this and you don't know how to complete it, I have a list completion system. So these are all systems. They are not just paste and get results. Once you paste this, once you use it, you get some certain feedback, and then it will now be up to you, okay, what do you have in your head to make this thing actually work? But they are very good foundations to reduce the distance between someone that knows and someone that doesn't know, in terms of using AI to get the best results. So this one, it was created just for tweets. So the system is that once it gets the content idea, once the AI system gets the content, it will send it to the hook generator. Then once the hook generator, the hook has to be more powerful than the body. I think you should have had this before in content creation. So the hook does its work first, and then the body generation comes next. So it sends it to the hook generator, then it sends it to the body generator, and then you have the content, or any type of content that you post. So for the people that don't know that content is that you actually need to post content if you want to go big in business. You need it. It's not an option. You can't keep posting whatever it is you have to sell every time, and people will just, you are just like anybody else. You're just like the basic level of this thing. They can go to the market and see all the videos, the pictures you are taking. So you only have one advantage, which is that you are showing them what they are seeing at the market on their phones. That's the only advantage you have as someone that's not posting content. So anyone that has access to online to go into all these places will almost never choose you. But when you can create content, when you are able to create content, you'll be able to mark your digital real estate. You are able to implement this hidden interest inside those contents, these mega systems, all these things. You'll be able to appear as the only choice, such that even if someone is living next to someone selling what you're selling, whether the service, whether the product, whether you're an affiliate marketer selling products on someone else's behalf, whether you're a copywriter selling digital services, whether graphic designs, whether you're selling footwear, whether you're selling wigs, whether you're selling real estate, whether you're selling whatever it is, you need content to actually go up. I don't know if you've gotten any of the courses or these people. They will tell you that one of the backends to successful campaigns is having things that people can say, thank you for showing me this, thank you for telling me this. I want you to know that all three are all intertwined. So the AI content creation, the AI QLG, and the AI offer creation, everything is intertwined, and they are not separate in any way or form. So they are all the same thing, and these are also the pillars that I use to work with clients, in terms of when they tell me what they need, I'll just find a way to fit it into one of this, and then know which system I'm going to use to tackle it. So in just a short overview, so from the top of it, I want you to reflect with me. We started with the most important knowledge about AI, which is the front end and back end. Then we went to the AI customer discovery, which is using AI to find the hidden interest of your customers, where they are, where they hang out, website they use, what they're interested in that your competitors don't know, and then both organic and inorganically. Content multiplication, and then the next thing we talked about was the digital real estate truths. Content multiplication, I showed you that there's more than different ways to repurpose your content, and then I talked about the digital real estate, like what exactly it entails, and now we've covered what makes you be go from 110 to 100, 10 times in return on the activities, the efforts you put in. I want to do everything for just 12 of you actually. Yes, 12 of you, because someone DM'd me that they may make it late, so I'm reserving a spot already for them. So 12 of you, 12. I hope you can hear me. 12 of you. I don't want you to get another course. Like I said, you get access to everything here, but there are a lot of things that may make it not work for you. If once you get access, you won't be able to implement it the same way that I do. Like I said, it comes down to the person that's using it. You may not have the experience. You won't know the little things that are involved. For example, now, when I'm using complex on some of the systems I use this AI called Abacus. When I run it, when I need to compromise or when I need to do something, I always go to this AI. So there is Suno, for example. Now, when you're creating your art, there's something called there's a music generator called Suno that I use to generate the background of music for my arts, for the arts that I create for clients. This guy used to say, Alex used to say, he would say that Alex Omozi is a very popular entrepreneur. So he says something like, it's never just one thing in business. It's always a combination of little things that actually give you massive results when it comes to business. So all these little things are part of why courses don't work for most people. Why it's only like, a few people that actually get those the results or the expected results. Based on your business, I want to give you your pathway to the million maker. Exactly. I just want to do it for you. So if you don't want anything to be done for you, you can exit the video now. No crime in it at all. But I want to, based on your business, your marketing channel, your niche, your specifics, your expertise, everything about you, I want to implement for you using my systems, using the AIs, using my paid tools. I'm going to implement for you the customer discovery kits and the business upgrade. So I'm going to do this. I want to do just these two things for you. Normally, you've seen the price I charge. If I'm going to do just this alone, to be around 80 to 100, and this is just out of the range in terms of 6 figures. So, but I just want to make you that offer. So, and I'm going to show you what I mean by doing it for you. I'm going to show you, and as bonuses for you to when you are getting this offer, I'm going to give you a personalized guide to implement this customer discovery kit and the business upgrade kit. I'm going to give you a personalized guide for that, and I'm going to give you 5 images / videos that will be created for your business. Like I said, everything will be based on the information that I extract from you. I'm implementing for you. Not that you have to do anything else. You just have to copy and paste. I'll show you everything, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And then you also get free access to my AI for Business course instead of paying 35,000 naira for it. So let me just walk you through what I mean by this. Let me just show you first. So let's call it something like let's call it something like the AI Business Success Kit, your AI Business Success Kit. So I'm going to develop your AI generated ready to pay customers, like everything I showed you earlier. I'm going to fully implement them, detail implementation, and all these kind of things actually take time. So which is why this is, like I said, till January. But once the best things actually take time. So in the AI generated, you have how to you have the customer's full details, like whether organic or inorganic, like then where to find them, whether it's through ads or without ads, and then how to target them with AI and without AI. So you have, for example, now let's say your business is selling let's say health products, for example, or let's say affiliate marketing. So I'm going to give you the full details of the type of people that are most likely to get your product, and after that I'm going to tell you where to find them, ads and without ads, in the sense that if it's organic, like the pages, the websites, the videos they are watching, the type of videos, which means the type of videos you can make, the comment sections they are under, so such that when you put yourself under these places, these people will find you themselves. Then how to target them with AI and without AI, in the sense that, okay, whether you are running ads, let's say for example you are running ads for, okay, come and do this, come and get this product, come and do this thing. I'm going to give you a full breakdown of a target audience. The target audience, for example, if you are running ads, whether even if it's TikTok, even if it's whatever, a full target audience that you can get these customers to that way you can get these customers that your competitors are not using. So that will be all for the AI generated customer ready to pay customers, because these are not just ordinary customers. These are not just, okay, I'm selling wigs, so I need to target people that are interested in wigs. Then this the next thing that you're going to get is your AI pathway to 1 million at least. Like I said, this kind of things compound, so it's very even on this way. So you're going to get a sales funnel recommendation, which is like something that extends from what exactly I'm doing for you. But you're going to get the images that I mentioned, the 5 images and videos, and then you're going to get 5 images slash videos. Then you're going to get lead magnets if applicable, which I will create for you using the quality lead generator. You are going to get your 20 days of content for sales. Like I said, content, very, very important. You're going to get everything like just ready to paste. This 20 days of content, everything will depend on what you tell me based on the information you give me. Like, for example, so even if you say it's blogs that you write, it's blogs that you use, I will generate 20 days of blogs for you that each of those contents will bring in their own customers. And each of these offers will bring in, we have the amount of return on investment or return on traffic. Like if 10 people see this offer, or if 10 people see this content, there will be a certain amount that will DM you from there. And that is the pathway, that is the main thing, that is the million maker in this stuff. And if you are implementing it yourself, this is how you implement it as well. So I'm going to be using my everything, like I've said, my systems, all the systems right here. I wasn't able to show you everything, but you see, there is more than this. This is just for the content creation implementation sequence. So once you get this offer, I'm going to give you the AI business kit, which is what I just showed you. Then we are going to use your AI customer discovery kit, because I'm going to be mentoring you on how you use this stuff. Then we are going to use the upgrade kit, business upgrade kit. Then we are going to use the business plan that is generated, which is the last one. I actually forgot to mention it. And then I'm going to give you some personalized guides based on your business. So you can tell, actually, this is something that's very, very tasking for me. It's very difficult, like to do this for a lot of people, which is why I'm not going to be giving it to a lot. So I'm going to be taking only 12 people that are watching this right now, and you are going to be making a payment of only 34,900 naira instead of 80,000 naira. And I plan on, just so that I have the enough data, or I am able to cover everyone, because I know a lot of people have actually even reserved slots for this, but are waiting for this breakdown. So we are going to be taking 6 physical products or service businesses and 6 digital product or service businesses. So this is the price right now, and if you are ready to get the offer that I made you just now, if you want to implement, if you want me to use everything that I know to implement this for you, if you want me to for this to work, so that this masterclass won't be something like you just saw, it didn't have any impact on you, or you tried, or you just ended up wasting more time trying to get it exactly the way, then you should be getting this. Now, before you say you want to make payment, I want you to be familiar with your bonuses. So for the first 30 people, you are going to get the WhatsApp AI bot that I used to tag everyone, that I used to welcome, that I showed you earlier. I'm going to set it up for you for free. It's a service that costs 5,000 naira per month, but I'm going to set it up for you for free, just the first 30 people. And then my AI database, I wish I can show you that with the access to my ABC community. Now for the first 7, you're also getting some things, first 30 is getting everything listed here, but first 7 is only getting this without the ones on the top. So if you have access to this video even after it is deleted, and everything else below this. So everybody else is just for watching up to this point, just send me a DM with this word. Just send me a DM with this word MMC, and I'll understand that yes, you've watched up to this point. I did not skip. Even if you skip to this point, then that I've tried my best. So just send me a DM with MMC, and I'm going to give you access to the systems mentioned in this video. So that is the conditional bonuses attached to this offer. And then if you haven't, some people have this is some of the questions that some people have asked me regarding this offer. So the idea, like I said, is each of these contents will bring in its own customer, and when everything is blended, used together, like I said, they are all intertwined. None of these pillars are actually independent of each other. So, and me doing it for you actually saves you a lot of things. So is this for your business? Yes, it is, as long as your business is not sporty bet or forex, and you're not doing anything illegal, but you're actually selling products or services, whether no matter what you use, no matter where you used to do it. And the laptop or phone to operate the system, because some people's devices might be an obstacle. So to even operate the systems, some devices, that's why if we say okay, devices doesn't matter, the truth is that if devices really doesn't matter, then everyone will be using the same type of device. That's just the truth. But those little things that one device does over the another is what makes it matters. And that is one of the reasons why you should definitely be getting this. And the truth that I wouldn't want to say is that this, sometimes when you are doing something, when there's a better way, and there's always a price to pay when you are doing something the way you're not supposed to do it. So when there's a better way to do something, you're doing it the opposite way, you're mostly likely paying the price of getting drawn back. Because I know some of these AIs actually draw you back in terms of results. Like they give you the wrong results when you are not using them correctly, or when you are using the wrong ones for the right tasks. It's one of the pinned posts on my Instagram. You can check it out. Said, I think I've been very clear. If you didn't get any part of what I said before, you can always go back. I've given you the reasons why I'm doing this. The reason why I'm doing this is because some people will want to, get the best out of this and any information that they dedicate their time to. And if you are able to get the best out of any information that you're dedicating your time to, you are most likely going to be part of the top 1% of life. And if I'm giving you access to systems and I'm not helping you use them the way I would use them, then those systems are just half cooked. So that is the main reason why I'm doing this. And this is a bit personal, but it has been 10 years since my dad died. This is why this thing is priced so low. It's been 10 years since my dad died. And the last time I saw him was on the 12th. So this month, yeah, that makes it that. So that's that about that. Anyway, so if your key takeaways, like I said, just reflect on everything we've talked about since the beginning. How you go about all this stuff, marketing landscape. It's no longer about technological advantage, it's about technological necessity. How are you going to use AI? If you're not going to use my system, at least you have the ideas of how you go about using AI right now. And you aren't just going to be improving your marketing, you are going to be improving all areas of your business. And don't forget the digital real estate truth. If you don't take anything else from this, from dedicating your time to finish this, I really hope you take that one. And I really, if you've watched up to this point, without skipping main details, and if you have any questions regarding what you're getting, you can always send me a DM. But what I would say is that, like I said, while you're asking questions, someone else can be making payments. So just take a screenshot or pause this video right now, make your payments, because this night, I'm very sure this night, this is when the slots will end. And I don't want to do any impartial this thing. So you can, if you want to be part, you make your payments, your 34,900 naira payments now to this account number, and then you send the payment proof to me on my WhatsApp, which is this number. You should already know my WhatsApp if you are watching this. I mean, everyone does, but you can pause the video and do this. So if you can always ask your questions after making payments, and if the answers is not familiar, sorry, it's not something you like, I can always give you your money back. But once again, use AI, use artificial intelligence. It's changing lives. It's just nothing short of amazing. It's nothing short of amazing. So I'll see you in my DMs, I guess. And I really hope you have a lovely rest of the year, and I'm wishing you happy new year in advance. You heard it from me first.